Welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and my very exciting journey from full-time teacher to full-time Etsy shop owner and YouTuber. So if that is something that you think you would like to see, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. Today it's time for my business budget check-in. I'm going to be using a notebook from Plum Paper, a sticker kit, one of my business budget sticker kits. This one is called Cherry Pie, and I am using this pen from Amazon. It is a Pilot Friction, so I can erase it. I have links to everything in the description box below, and anytime I have a discount code for you, it is also in the description box below as well. So I'm going to start today by getting the sticker set up, and then we're going to go over 3 weeks worth of Etsy income and 1 month of my YouTube income. Okay, on this page, I'm going to write down my sources of income and how much, what percent goes to which categories. So let's start with Etsy. This is my largest source of income. Right at the top, I set aside 30% for taxes. I've had a few people ask me where I got that 30% from. That was from my accountant. Actually, this pen doesn't seem to be writing very well. I'm going to switch over to the Papermate Flare Medium. It'll be darker. The only problem is I can't erase it if I make a mistake. Okay, so 30% will go to taxes, 20% goes to business expenses, leaving 50% for my take-home pay. Okay, that's for Etsy. Okay, YouTube is a little more fun because I do all of my business expenses through Etsy, the Etsy income, so I don't take any business expenses out for YouTube. So 30% goes to taxes, and then 70% will go to take-home pay. I also occasionally will get a check from Amazon, because I am an Amazon affiliate. And when that happens, 30% goes to taxes and 70% is my take-home pay. Okay, so those are my sources of income for Life in Envelopes. So let's start with our first paycheck, which was on July 7th. We got a check from Etsy in the amount of $470, bringing our monthly total to $470. Okay, for taxes, $470 times 0.3 is $141. So we're going to set aside $141 for taxes. Okay, so the first couple of paychecks for Etsy are going to be a little bit funny because I'm not going to follow my normal equation of 30, 20, 50. Instead, I put all the extra money I had from those first two paychecks to expenses to get my shop, to prepare my shop as a ready-to-ship shop. I needed to invest some money into doing that. So the first two paychecks this month, all of the extra after taxes, all of the everything went to expenses. So 470 minus 141. So $329 went to expenses that first week. Okay, so if we look at our weekly check-in, it's going to leave our take-home pay at 0. Okay, let's take a look at the next paycheck. That came in on July 13th. It was also from Etsy, and it was in the amount of $423. So $423 plus $470 is $893. Okay, so we're going to take 30% of $423, and that is $127. So we're going to set aside $127 for taxes. So $141 plus $127. That's $268. Okay, again, everything that we had left over went to expenses. So $423 minus $127. So $296 went to expenses. So $296 plus $329. So $625 went to expenses so far this month. Okay, so this is where things get more fun. So I'm going to actually get some take-home pay with this next check, which came in on July 20th, which is this week. So I had this idea, and I really wanted to make Etsy and YouTube my full-time job and not have to sub or do anything else. So I proposed a new budget to David, and we looked over it, he looked over it, and then we talked about it. And we came to the conclusion that we could do this. We're going to use his income, my YouTube income, and the new child tax credit. So those three things together are going to cover our fixed expenses each month. That leaves variable expenses from week to week. So whatever I make in Etsy, we are going to literally pull out of our account in cash and go back to cash envelopes. So what I make on Etsy will determine, each week will determine how much money I have for food, gas, and medical expenses. Those are our three variable expenses that we decided to keep. So food, gas, and medical. So this number is a real number now. It used to be when I first started this journey that the number was how much we could put towards our debt snowball or our savings, but this is my real income that will affect how much I get to spend on groceries, gas, and medical expenses each week. Okay, so this was a very good week. Thank you guys. So I had my September sticker launch and it went well. So we made $730 this week. So $893 plus $730. That's $1,623 total. Okay, so $730 minus 30%, or times 30%, that's $219. So $219 needs to be set aside for taxes. That's $487. So we're setting aside $487 for taxes. We need to set aside $146 for business expenses. So $625 plus $146. So that's $771 for business expenses so far this month. Okay, let's take a look and see what we get for take-home pay. My heart is like racing. So as far as our budget goes, we're budgeting $300 for our variable expense category. So I'm hoping to make $300. If I don't, then we just have to make adjustments. We have to spend less on groceries or gas or wherever we can in those three areas. We have to pay our medical bills. But in the other areas, we might have a little bit of flexibility. Okay, so 730 minus 146. Minus 219, 365, woohoo! Okay guys, well that is super exciting. So when we go over our $300 budget, I'm gonna have a fourth envelope that's just gonna be extra, and all of that money is gonna go in there in case we need help that week or in future weeks. At the end of the month, I'm gonna take everything out of the cash envelopes, the cash envelopes, and then use that to fill our sinking funds. We had to take sinking funds out of our budget in order to make this new budget work for us. So whatever we're able to save or not spend is going to help us with the sinking fund category. Okay, let's talk about YouTube. I received a check for YouTube, which is actually through Google AdSense, but I know it's because of YouTube, on the 21st for the amount of $370. So here, let me add this together first. So $1,623 plus $370, $1,993. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, this now is our income that goes towards our fixed expenses. I budgeted that I would make about $400 on YouTube, so I'm a little short this time, which means we'll have to take that $30 from somewhere else, like one of our variable envelopes. So, well, actually, it's going to be more than that because we have to take out taxes. Oh, taxes! I know it's important, but oh, it's frustrating to have to pay taxes. But I know it's important. Okay, 370. Wait. So 370 times 0.3. Wait. Yeah, that's right. 111 is going to taxes. Oh, man. So now that really makes a difference. So 487 plus 11, 598. So we're really far from our $400 goal there. Okay, so that's only $259. So now we are very short on that $400 goal. So 400 minus 259. So that's 141 that I need to come up with for our budget, which I need to find in our budget. So I will worry about that when I do the family budget later this week. Okay, so that leaves us so far with a grand total of $624. Let me quickly just check, see how many more checks we're gonna get this month. So we did the 20th, okay. So we're only getting one more Etsy check this month. And maybe an Amazon check, but the Amazon checks are not very high, like $20 to $30. I'm actually very excited about this new adventure and this new budget we're going to do, and the thought of I can just focus on Etsy and YouTube. That like makes me super happy. I know it's going to be tight, but we've been in tight positions before and I know we can do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all again next week. Bye everyone.